In the last Ace Trucks video, I went through and I kind of basically detailed the reasons I'm choosing Venture, but that these were kind of like my secondary. I really liked the way they turned. I really liked the way they felt. They were very interesting. One of the more interesting trucks I've ever skated. A lot of the comments actually were telling me that I should try these out with the set of hard bushings. So we got those. So the stock Indy bushings come in at a 91 on the top and an 86 on the bottom. So they're a bit softer, but there's two different durometers in your bushings. Both sets, the top and the bottom on the hard bushings, are a 94A. So some stuff that this will help is it will increase stability, as it might take away a little bit from the turniness of Aces, which is kind of boring, but if it can make them a little bit more stable, almost to a point where I can stand it more than I currently can, maybe it would make me consider switching. So we're actually gonna set these up. We're just gonna do a handful of tricks with them. I'm gonna do it with the stock bushings so I kind of remember what they feel like a bit, and then we're gonna put the hard bushings in. One thing I should mention about Ace bushings in general is they're kind of notorious for the amount of break-in time. So take all of this with a grain of salt. I'm not gonna skate these for 3-4 weeks to break them in, because I'm really used to these Ventures and I really wanna stick with them for now. But we're gonna give these ones a shot and see how they feel. One other note that I made in the Ace video was that I think switching to a wider wheelbase on the deck would help me like it more. I've kind of gone back on that due to some more experimentation. I think the deck, changing your wheelbase through the deck and changing it through the trucks is a bit different, and it changes the way it feels in different ways. But we'll get into that in a different video. So we're riding this on the chocolate twin tail 14-inch wheelbase. Chris Roberts, I did a video on it just recently. Click on the card. Remember to like and subscribe. Let's get skating. Spinny stuff works really well. It's kind of hard to shake that unstable feeling, especially when you're doing like just straight tricks. Your pop has to be very deliberate. Wow, if that doesn't say, but Aces are not as consistent for sure. First one's a slip out. So pretty consistent with what I remember on the ledge as well. Anything with a pinch kind of doesn't really feel as pinchy. It doesn't lock as hard. It's really easy to slip out. Like when I did that crook, I couldn't play with the pinch at all. Now we're gonna switch over to the hard bushings and we'll see if it makes any bit of difference and just how much different it makes them feel. Wow, way stiffer. Yeah, those are like wild feeling. Those are super stiff. Those are stiff even compared to my Ventures. Put them on a little bit too tight. Okay, we loosened them up. A full turn, a lot better. Huh, that's sort of interesting. Those actually feel pretty similar to the Ventures. They have they're more stable. They're a lot more stable just riding it, but you still get that nice deep turn if you really actuate it. So with the hard bushings, I noticed some very similar qualities. You got very similar like tray flips and things. You could be less deliberate with your pop because you're quite a bit more stable. You lost a little bit of the spinny stuff, but I think that just comes with the fact that you tightened up your trucks. You still get that turn, but it's a lot harder to get it to turn. And grinds felt a little bit better. You just can't overdo it with the aces. I've noticed you can't really play with the pinch a whole lot, especially just with crooked grinds. That's all I really tried to play with it on. But in general, I think they feel pretty nice, like very comparable to the Ventures. There's some timing differences with my pop, and I think just skating them would getting used to that would make it almost worth it. I'll probably come back and look at these trucks during the winter, just simply because during the winter I'm not doing a whole lot other than flat and stuff, and I can play with my setup a lot more and have it be way more forgiving. Right now, during the summer, during the peak of when like I'm actually skating well, it's really hard to switch up my gear like that and still skate at that level because I'm so used to something. Like I've been skating on these Ventures for quite a while now, and I'm pretty used to them. But overall, I would say the Ace hard bushings are worth it if you are looking to increase stability on the Aces. I think they did a really, really good job, and I'm actually going to play with them later on this year, probably when it starts to get cold outside. But we've switched back to the Ventures, so we're just gonna get some skating done.